Bro. What's up, guys? Episode 2 is currently in the process of being made right now as we speak. Gonna hit chest at Snap Fitness in Manchester, Tennessee, which is where I'm currently living. I've been here for about 6 years now, and we moved here just simply because my wife's family lives in the area and she wanted to be closer to them. So pretty nice little town, not a lot going on. 2 gyms though, so that's a plus if you're a guy like me. But yeah, so probably start off with some heavy pressing, then move on to some squeezing stuff, maybe a dumbbell press, definitely some pec deck, definitely some cable flies, probably some dumbbell flies, maybe some incline bench. So we'll see what happens. Everybody gets all hung up on the chest day, man. Everybody I know, man, let's hit chest, and I get it. I mean, it's definitely one of the cooler muscle groups to hit. Unfortunately for me, chest is my absolute weakest muscle group currently, which this next growth phase hopefully is going to change that. We're definitely putting an emphasis on the upper body this growth phase. I am going to do men's physique again for the next show. So that being said, legs are going to once a week, and upper body, chest or back one is going to be done twice a week. I may swap that up. 1 week do back twice, 1 week do chest twice. Simply because those are the 2 areas that I definitely noticed that I could improve when I looked at me versus the other competitors in my first show. And plus, when you go up, not a lot of people get in a situation like the situation of my first show. I mean, there was a lot of great guys there, but I just so happened to went into, I go into true novice with this guy, Christian Grant, who is next level athlete. I mean, ahead of everybody in true novice, absolutely. And I mean, he went on to I can't remember where he placed, but he did really good in open. And if you get a chance, you guys should look him up. I mean, Christian Grant, for an amateur athlete, posing, conditioning, everything. He brought everything. And when I first saw him and realized he was going into true novice with me, at first I felt like this sinking feeling, like, well, there's no chance you're gonna win. But that kind of, after prejudging, turned into like this, I don't know what happened, what changed, but I was so happy and so pumped to get to go on stage with somebody like that for the first time, because that absolutely mentally flipped a switch for me. Like, you gotta fucking bring it next time, you know. Not saying I didn't bring it to my first show. I mean, I definitely did the best I could for my first show prep, for no coach, no posing coach, which will change in this next show. I will be using a posing coach, and I'm excited about who it is. I'm excited about the process. This guy just moved to Nashville. He's a IFBB pro. Great guy, I can tell. So I'm definitely excited about working with this guy, and who knows, maybe he'll end up in one of these YouTube videos with me. So we can look forward to that. But back to what I was saying, I brought it for what I had to bring. Now the next show, I kind of know what to expect. I know what to improve, and I can bring a lot more, if that makes sense. And knowing that I can bring a lot more, well, frankly, that is really exciting. You know, before I went into my first bulk, it's been a while. It's been a long time ago, but before then, I hadn't had a goal in a long time. Like, I hadn't set a goal and been like, "Hey, I'm going to do this by this day," or "I'm going to, compete in this," or "I'm going to do that." I didn't have really any goals. I had been raising a family, so my goals are keep the kids alive, keep the bills paid, keep the food paid for. You know what I mean? Keep stuff moving for the family has been the goal. And you get so caught up in those goals, which, don't get me wrong, very important stuff. But you should always have something extracurricular that you're working towards. And you don't realize how much that does for you until you truly find a goal, work towards it, and meet that goal. And when you do that, my first goal wanted to bulk up to 210 pounds or something. I can't remember what it was, the exact number. Yes, I do. It was 210 pounds. I started out at 178 or 76 pounds, and I wanted to get up to 210. So, and the end of the bulk, I was at 208, and shortly after, I can't remember what. Oh, I wanted to be 210 pounds by my birthday on February 15th. That was the goal. On my birthday, I was 208 pounds. And that feeling, you set the goal, you accomplish the goal, what's next? That's the third feeling. What's next? Setting one goal creates this snowball effect of goals. I don't know how to explain this to you. You just have to set a goal, accomplish it, and figure it out. Set a small one. Stop eating Doritos. Stop eating like an asshole. A small goal. If you think it takes a lot to stop eating Doritos, then you're just a little baby. Anybody can do a small goal like that. I mean, that's honestly, it's weak if you can't put something, chips or cold drinks or something down. There's people suffering to live, and to think that you can't put a bag of chips down for 3 weeks is mind-blowing to somebody like me. But set a goal, accomplish the goal, and it's going to create this snowball effect of more goals, and the goals are going to become more and more, I don't want to say immense, but the goals are going to become more and more unachievable. And you are going to mentally, each goal that you set, each goal that you meet, of course, my next goal after the bulk was by July 28th, right? I wanted to be absolutely shredded, because I'm going on stage to compete with a bunch of guys to see how shredded we can get. So it opened up an even harder goal. You see what I mean? An even more profound thing that you don't even know you can do until you do it. And those kind of things are few and far between for especially my generation. I feel like at this point, somewhere along the line, we crossed this threshold of looking up to champions, looking up to heroes. We somewhere along the line, we lost our way, and we started looking up to celebrities, and we started looking up to criminals. We started looking up to gangsters. We started looking up to shit. And somewhere along those lines, we became shit. We didn't become heroes. We didn't become athletes. We didn't become champions. We became still. And goals goals are the key that opens the door out of that territory. It's hard for me to explain. I'm not great with words. I've been over that with you guys before, but take it for what it is. Set a small goal, something you know you can achieve it, and see what happens from there. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? You've achieved a small goal. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? So, set a goal. Just like I did. I know a lot of you guys probably don't know a lot about my history, but I'm not somebody who comes from a family of athletes or a background of accomplishments. I've had a rough life, and I've had a rough youth, especially as a teenager and a young adult. I made some decisions at a very young age that unfortunately demanded that I became a man at a very young age, and the man that I became was a bitter one and a cruel one, and I'm just glad that that's not the man that I am anymore. But having a family is where that changed for me. You know, my wife and I started talking. We were dating at the time. We were in Denver, Colorado, and my wife started talking to us. She was my girlfriend. Started talking about wanting to start a family, and I just remember thinking about what if I had a daughter? You know, like what if I had a daughter and I'm this freaking pretty much, you know, just sicko. You know, so the more we talked about wanting to start a family, the more I kind of went into this, man, I hated myself and who I had become. I wasn't somebody who could be, who should have been I wasn't somebody that you would call a father. So throughout the next several months, we talked more and more about it, and I slowly made some pretty big changes that I'm glad I made, because sure enough, we had a daughter first. So I've got a 10-year-old daughter, and I've got a 9-year-old son and an 8-month-old son, about to be 9 months old. So having the family turned my life around, and when that just wasn't enough anymore, the lifting and the fitness stuff and the bodybuilding just leveled me up one more notch. So I'm only getting better, and yeah, I'm 33 years old. I've wasted a lot of time, but there's no like expiration date. You know, you never know. It could be tomorrow. I could live to be 100 years old. My grandma lived to be 103. So, I mean, why throw in the towel because of a number? I feel better at 33 than I did at 23. I look better. I am better. I'm a better person. And if I can stay on that trajectory into my 40s, man, I can't imagine the type of life that I could have, and the type of life that I could give my kids.
Dog, you know I'm a dog. Hey, give me that bread, give me that crown, give me that trophy. Spinning my ties, spinning my gloves, spinning on focus. Ice my veins cold. Fight through pain, can't hold it. They can't hold it. Whole world on my shoulders. I was on track like train, like wet, like hey, who bringing back rugged bite? And one missing sauce, like hot sauce, look better than half a life. When they come, they come. I'm coming, go change now. Okay, that's your cut. Hope that ain't the main one. You know I'm a dog, do my walk on the low. Hit the park, just the ball on the low. Ain't no going back. Hold up, call it best thing. What you throw it back? Okay, let's take that thing. Life up underneath, ain't no them care. Ain't no door, no punchline. My dog's in free lunch line. Big canine like one time. Beat that buzzer crunch time. You know I'm a dog. 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 Give me that bread, give me that crown, give me that trophy. Spinning my ties, spinning my gloves, spinning on focus. Ice my veins and cold. Fight through pain, can't hold us. They can't hold us. Whole world on my shoulders. Feel like I've been here before, feel like I've been in the war, feel like I've been in the forest. My mind is battling demons, my body's still in the store. She probably still in the store, she probably look for some hold up. Feel like I've been here before, feel like I've been in the war, feel like I've been in the forest. My mind is battling demons, my body's still in the store. She probably still in the store, she probably look for some help. I'm probably looking for love, I'm blind for being with self. I'm mixing a little pity with something still on the shelf. I'm shopping when out of options, feel like I trick on myself, feel like I'm tricking myself. I get a kick out myself. When my time's up, when the sun goes down, yeah, when my time's up. What I'ma do with all this designer? Can't take it with you, yet a reminder. But I gotta be shined up, put me right in the lineup. Put it all on the line, cause I got a shorty sitting pretty on my side. Yeah, I rob a bank at this point from what it's doing to us. I feel like Frank in that fur when he was doing too much. I gotta have it at this point and I can't get it off my back. Need a lavish even if I'm only average in the stack. Benjamin Franklin sank the pattern to relapse. Got a feeling I'ma need about $1 million on my jack. Feel like I've been here before, feel like I've been in the war, feel like I've been in the forest. My mind is battling demons, my body's still in the store. She probably still in the store, she probably look for some help. I'm probably looking for love, I'm blind for being with self. I'm mixing a little pity with something still on the shelf. I'm shopping when out of options, feel like I trick on myself, feel like I'm tricking myself. I get a kick out myself, to my own detriment, no excuse for it. Even though I got regrets, I swear I love the moment. It ain't many on my side, but you get it, don't it? I love it too. I guess 1 and 1 is 2. I've been living way above my means that I provide. Terrified the day it crumbles down, I won't survive. Still to put a fit on, same thing I've been on. Why you made me like this is what I'ma say to God. Flex at heaven gates, God complex. If it's me against the maker, it's a contest. Need a couple 100 acres to decline stress. Ain't a therapist alive to make my mind rest. BMF the only thing to make the time bless. Be impressed cause they won't make them like my kind next. If you know about addiction, I can digress. And if you promise not to judge, I can lie less. Feel like I've been in